Well, it was around this time last year that I did a shop tour. This year I decided not to do that. I don't think those things are particularly interesting. Instead, I decided what I'll do is give you my top 10 favorite, or actually most used projects here in the workshop. Okay, number 10 has to be my sanding table. Not because I primarily use it for sanding, but because I have all this storage down underneath. I'm always making projects that use a lot of different fasteners and various hardware, and I keep most of it in here. Now, at some time in the future, I will get the top of this cleaned off and have it in a better place so I can actually use it to sand on once again. But even with the top unavailable, it's still my number 10. Number 9 is a router bit cabinet that I built recently. It's really handy having all these bits up here on the wall like this where I can access them immediately. It's right beside where my router is, and I can just grab a new one and put the old one back right away. Number 8 is my drill press cabinet that I made a couple years ago, and I finally finished filling out not too long ago. It holds all the drill bits that I use on a regular basis right here on the front of the cabinet. It also has a pair of drawers in the bottom that holds a variety of bits and drill press accessories. And the cabinet opens up to access more storage on the inside. Number 7 is my belt sander platform. It's amazing how often I use this, mostly in the horizontal position like this, although it can also be flipped over and used in the vertical position as an edge sander. Number 6 is a very recent addition. It's my tool board with overhead power tool cubby storage cabinet. I've got the tools on here that I use most often, and they're well organized and easy to find. Number 5 is my disc sander specifically, and my sanding station in general. I don't think a day goes by when I'm out here in the shop that I don't use this disc sander. It's one of those tools where you say to yourself after you get it, how did I make do without this? One of the key features of the sanding station is that it has dust collection built in. I've got an old shop vac in here. The hose comes up and it can go to the disc sander here, or it can be transferred to the spindle sander. Number 4 is my bandsaw. Once again, this is a machine that I use almost every time that I'm out here. It's proven its value ever since I finished building it. I've got a couple other videos on it, plus a very detailed website article showing the build from beginning to end. Well, we're up to number 3, and that has to be my workbench that I built even before I started doing anything on YouTube. It has a large, flat, solid top and 3 vices, including a quick release vise here, my big wooden vise, and a wagon vise. The number 2 spot goes to my miter saw station. This is something else that gets used every day that I'm out here. Every time that I come out here, I'm making a cut on this. The beauty of this is that it's a self-contained unit. It has the arms that hold the stock up. It has a shroud that keeps the dust in. It also has blade storage on the bottom. There's a lot more detail on how I built this chop saw station in the build article on my website. Well, here it is, number 1, my table saw. Even though, strictly speaking, I didn't build this from scratch, I did take an older saw and fixed it up and added parts to it to make it into a much better machine overall. There isn't a project or task that I do that doesn't involve this saw. I use it every time I'm out here. So that's it. I hope it was enjoyable and informative. Remember, all of these projects, all of these machines that I listed are on my website in detailed articles showing how I built them. Some of them even include plans or have plans available. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching.